What's going on, everyone? Emil Senek here with Real Break signing back in for our third break of the evening. We've got a little bit of 2020 Onyx Vintage Extended. This is our second Onyx Vintage Extended break. We've only got the one case left, so we are just going to dig right back into it. 24 boxes, 2 hits per box, and we had some fun in the last one. This product is loaded with big names. Just loaded with big names. I mean, I'll go through the list here. Adley Rutschman, Byron Laura, Bobby Witt Jr., Christian Pache, Eric Pena, Francisco Alvarez, Jason Dominguez, Julio Rodriguez, Luis Roberts, Marco Luciano, Pete Alonso, Riley Green, Robert Poussaint, Ronnie Mauricio, Spencer Torkelson, 2020 #1 pick. Spencer Torkelson has his first auto in here. Wander Franco. I mean, the list is loaded. The list is loaded, and I'm excited. Our first case had a ton of those big names, so I'm hoping to hit as many more as possible here. And the cards are pretty cool looking. I actually really dig the design of the cards, the vintagey feel with them. And there's no product where you're going to be able to find a cheaper, you're not going to be able to find a cheaper product that has this many big name prospects and this many big names that we're going to pull. Because we pulled a lot of them in the last case. So let's do this thing. And the other cool thing I really like about this product is how there's a lot of guys in like the 2020 draft class that I haven't done a ton of research on that are in here. So if you guys are looking for prospects to research, this is a great start. Or this checklist here is a great starting point if you want to do some more prospecting research. So obviously the big names that I listed, but there's another one. So Jonathan Kent kept telling me about Roderick Arias and how he's a big prospect. I honestly haven't heard of him. So I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna do some research on Roderick Arias. I'm going to go through and take a look at a lot of these other guys. I mean, there are some awesome players here. Rick, to be honest with you, there are a lot of not big names that are going to be studs in the future. So I don't necessarily agree with that comment because there's a lot of big names like, again, Roderick Arias, who to me is a nobody right now, but is actually a big name in baseball because of how high of a prospect he is. So there's a lot of those guys hiding in here, a lot of draft picks that in 1, 2, 3, 4 years, you're going to be saying, oh my goodness, he pulled this guy's auto and it wasn't even in the mitt. It wasn't even on the stand. Like, that's the cool thing about a product like this. So we've got our 2 base cards that I pulled out and then 2 autos here. And we're going to start off with Carmen Mlodzinski. Carmen Mlodzinski. Going to Michael Brown as our first hit. So there you go, Michael. There's your first hit. And how about right behind it? There's a big name, Bobby Witt Jr. Bobby Witt Jr. Going to Josh Walter. Nice hit, Josh. So here's how they break it down. Blue is out of 275. Green is numbered to 50. Red is numbered to 25, and black is numbered to 5. So this is blue Bobby Witt Jr. out of 275. Bobby Witt Jr. going in the mitt. So, Rick, I'm going to just read off Ryan's comment that he made at the end. And I'm just going to repeat it word for word. He says, this is a $24 break with 58 spots and 58 hits. Please enter a break with appropriate expectations, and complaining during a break is not acceptable because it affects the enjoyment of the break for everyone else watching. So we're coming here to have some fun. We're coming here to pull some big cards, get away from the drama and the complaints and the stress and everything of everyday life. So that's the main thing, and there's no other product that you're going to be able to do it for as cheap of a cost and have as many big names than this one. Michael, you should have controlled your destiny. Should have controlled your destiny and picked the case. hit. Here we go. Oh, that's a big card. That is a monster. Luis Robert. Luis Robert, black ink. This is numbered out of 5. I'm pretty sure this is numbered out of 5. Numbered 2 of 5. Holy cow. Luis Robert auto, numbered 2 of 5. Going to Dustin Greiser. Sorry, Dustin. I think it's Greiser, right? Luis Robert out of 5. Nice hit, my friend. That is a big one. And that might stay in the mitt for a while. That is sweet. That is sweet. And there's our next hit, Wander Javier. Wander Javier was a really big Twins prospect a couple years ago. I think he's obviously still in their minor league system. Hasn't panned out as well as they thought, but he was a really, really big prospect, and that's going to Ron Elliott. So that's a nice hit, Ron. I'll do a gong hit for the, of course, I'll do a gong hit for the Rover Black. There we go. Luis Robert Black out of 5. That's gonna be really tough to knock out. That was our second box. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to knock that out of the mitt. Perfect, Dustin. I love it. All right, here we go. Box number 3. Rodriguez, Vogel. Chris Bubich. Pitcher for the Royals, Chris, is going to Jeff Hahn. And, oh my goodness. How about a double up on Bobby Witt Jr., but this time it's green. Bobby Witt Jr. going to Josh Walter. And this time it's green out of 50. Holy cow. And we're starting off this showcase just on fire. Just on fire. These cards are awesome. I love the vintage feel. These autos are awesome. I'm having a ton of fun with this product. Florial, Jason Dominguez base. Another nice auto guy in the 2019 draft. Riley Green. Riley Green blue auto is going to Graham Phillips. There you go, Graham. Nice hit. Nice hit, Graham. Josh, you got a couple wits. You've got a blue base. The blues are out of 275. And a green auto, which is out of 50. So double up on whip for you. There's Armando Cruz, shortstop for the Nationals prospect. Armando Cruz is going to Chris Simmons. There we go, Chris. Let's see if I can get this. This one doesn't want to come off. It's sticking. There we go. Oh, now it's sticking the other way. Oh, and I got a peek at the auto. Robert Poussin base. And here's another nice auto. Spencer Torkelson. 2020 draft, MLB draft, first overall pick to the Detroit Tigers. And Spencer Torkelson is going to David Chilcote. Nice hit, David. Spencer Torkelson's first ever auto out in the hobby. That is sick. And there's a Dylan McLean pitching auto. Pitcher for the Rangers. McLean is going to Jeff Semet. Yeah, this is Chris, this is a really awesome product. I mean, it's one we're all familiar with. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is the first year that they're doing this product. So awesome to have a new product to rip. And again, there's nowhere that you're going to be able to get Torkelson, Green, Robert, Witt, Adley, Wander, J-Rod, etc. All these big name guys in the same product for this cheap of a cost. Especially a hit-based product where it's 2 autos per box. And how about this guy? We've seen this guy a decent amount lately. Francisco Alvarez. New York Mets prospect going to Nelson Quills. Quills? I say Quills. I'm sorry for butchering your guys' names. If you guys want to PM me with the exact pronunciation, please do. And there's a Pirates green auto out of 50, Rodolfo Castro. Going to Cesar Perez. I said Cesar, green out of 50 on Castro. Tyler, don't point it out. Don't point it out. Yeah, both of these snapped. You guys were all over this one. And rightfully so. This is an awesome product. Oh, I'm trying to just not catch any corners. What the heck? There we go. Try to keep these things clean. Pete Alonso. I wouldn't mind seeing some Pete ink. Nice auto for the Dodgers. Omar Estevez. Going to Cesar Perez. Cesar's got a couple nice hits now. And that's a nice auto. Gerard Encarnacion, Miami Marlins prospect. Featured big in 2020 Bowman. Chris Simmons. It's a nice hit, Chris. Some Encarnacion ink. Put that up on the stand. Yeah, that's the thing, Michael. There is only 300 cases of this. So we're breaking 2 out of the 300. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not even sure if he'd be able to get any more. All right, here we go. First auto, Brian Mata. Boston Red Sox pitching prospect going to Brian Lutz. And Luis Toribio, San Fran Giants. Going to Jeff Semet. I think Gerard Encarnacion is super underrated. Especially looking at his first Bowman prices. I think there's a lot of guys in the minor leagues in in 19 draft and 19 and 20 Bowman. I think there's a lot of guys in all the recent Bowman products that are super underrated. And a big part of that is because they're not playing this year. So the minor league market is pretty just stagnant. And here's a nice auto. Adley Rutschman. Adley Rutschman, 2019 MLB Draft first round pick. Going to the Baltimore Orioles and Joey Grado. Let's see, what do I want to knock? I'll knock Rodolfo Castro. But Adley deserves to be up in the stand. And there's a Carmen Blodzinski green auto out of 50. Blodzinski going to Michael Brown. Case 2 is really solid. Case 2 is really solid. Yeah, I think that's a good move, Chris. Base. There's Luis Toribio. San Fran Giants prospect going to Jeff Samet. Nope, Zach, the Robert is out of 5 in the Met. A nice Freitas Nova Astros auto. Going to Jason Dighton. That's the best part, Luke, when you can not be in a break and just get to watch and see all this heat get pulled. I mean, I'm not in any break and I always have fun. Cartaya, Marco Luciano. There's a Jorge Oña blue auto. Go to Michael Amato. This is a guy I got to do some research on. And here's Jake Vogel. Jake Vogel, I believe, got drafted this past year. Going to the Dodgers and Alfie Orta. There we go. That's green out of 50 on that one. Laura base. Oh, #1 prospect in baseball, Wander Franco, Tampa Bay Rays. That is dirty. Wander Franco is going to Joey Grotto. Nice hit, Joey. How sick is that card? Tell me this isn't a cool card and you'd be lying. We're going to knock Gerard and get Wander up there on the stand. And there's Ryan Mountcastle, Baltimore Orioles. Going to Michael Brown. I think they love this guy out in Baltimore. I've heard a lot of hype around Mountcastle. Alright, first auto on this box, Spencer Howard, Philadelphia Phillies. Going to Jeff Samet. And Endy Rodriguez. Going to Cesar Perez. Jeff, are you talking about Mountcastle? That's a good question, Michael. I wonder, are you going to make me go back through all the cards on the back and see if they just say 101? I'd like to think if I pull a 101, I'm going to know right away. I'd hope they wouldn't make it so you wouldn't know right away. There's a Brian Mata blue. Brian Mata is going to Brian Lutz. And Dill McLean, green ink. That's green out of 50. Going to Jeff Samet. Nice hit, Jeff. Got it, Jeff. Yeah, like I said, I'd heard rumblings about him, how Baltimore fans are really, really excited for him to come up. Maybe I might go through. I'm curious. Let's see if I have any 101s. Oh, and here's a big one. Here's a big auto. Byron Laura. Onyx Vintage Extended Auto. Going to Kyle Mlodzik. Unreal. Nice hit, Kyle. Byron Laura ink is definitely going to make its way onto the showcase. We'll knock, man, I don't want to knock Alvarez. I'm just going to add another set to the stand here. Byron Laura is going up there. And then we got a Jorge Oña, San Diego Padres base auto. Jorge going to Michael Amato. Yeah, this case is unreal. Yeah, he should be, Zach. He should be. Card's sweet. There's Yusniel Diaz, another Orioles prospect. Diaz is going to Ron Elliott. Nice hit, Ron. And then we've got a Ryan Mountcastle green out of 50. Another nice Ryan Mountcastle. Going to Michael Brown. There you go, Michael. Couple nice cards for you. Like that out of 50. Yeah, we're missing a couple Matts. Missing a couple of the big names, but Dominguez is definitely the biggest, I believe. We didn't see him in the first case either. I would love to see Dominguez ink. Brian Mata, Freitas Nova. And Brian Mata blue. Another Mata going to Brian Lutz. And here's a new one, Carlos Colmenares. That is a beautiful auto. a lot going on there, but I like it. Like it a lot. Carlos Colmenares going to Jason Cowley, international prospect. That's sick. He's going to be a guy I'm going to have to look into. Pete Alonso base, Jason Dominguez. And, oh, I like this. Nick York, orange. Nick York, red, excuse me. Nick York, red. Numbered out of 25. First round pick in the 2020 draft for the Boston Red Sox. And Nick York is going to Chris Simmons. Nice hit, Chris. This is a kid I'd hang on to. They signed him out early. They drafted him out of high school. And I really like that card. I don't have any more room on the showcase, but that's a really nice card. And then we've got a Spencer Howard. Philadelphia Phillies auto. Going to Jeff Samet. Hang tight 1 second here, guys. Alright, we only got a few more boxes here. Jeff, the player lists are on the break post. So I commented those on the break post. So you can go back to the break post and find the exact list. So Chris, I don't know if you heard me say earlier, this product is a super good product to start on if you're trying to research prospects, and especially guys that haven't been heard of much. There's a lot of international prospects. There's a lot of draft picks that are going to be in 2020 Bowman. But if you want to get a head start on 2020 Bowman or 2020 Bowman draft, but if you want to get a head start on that, I'd search this list and search all the prospects that are here, because there's a pretty good chance that a lot of guys you're seeing here, you're going to see in 2020 Bowman draft and 2021 Bowman, and so on. So, yeah, he was one of the guys. I didn't even hear of him before I started looking at this checklist. Obviously, I watched the draft and I saw the big ones and everything, but he was a guy that was kind of a surprise pick. I researched him, but people are really liking him. And I'm going to have to go through this. I'm going to go through this list personally and take a look at all these guys and do a ton of research on them, because, you know, you've got the whole list here. You know, might as well just see what these guys can do. And here's a guy that we know what can do, because he was the 2020 draft first round pick. Detroit Tigers, Spencer Torkelson. And that is going to David Tilcote, and that is red ink out of 25 of Spencer Torkelson. What a case. What a case. That's a good guy to double up on, and we got the base in the red now. Oh my goodness. And there's Diego Cartaya. Nice Dodgers catching prospect. Going to Michael Brown. Nice hit, Michael. Nice hit. This case is solid. This case is solid. There you go, David. Like I said, this is probably Spencer, or I can't think of any other product that Spencer Torkelson has autos in. It for sure isn't a Topps product. And I'm 99% sure it's not a Leaf product. So these might be Spencer Torkelson's first live autos. And he's obviously going to be the big chase of 2020 Bowman Draft. And here's another international prospect, Danny DeAndrade. It's a nice auto for Danny. Getting the full name signed in there. International prospect of Danny. You're going to Evan Roseman. That's a cool one, Evan. And there's Francisco Alvarez, another Francisco Alvarez auto. That's sick. Mets, Francisco Alvarez going to Nelson Quills. There we go. Oh, yeah, that's right. Stars and Stripes. Okay. Fair enough. You guys got me there. How about his first auto with a Detroit Tigers first auto with a Detroit Tigers logo on there? Can I say that? Andrew says he has autos in 2019 Elite Extra Edition. Okay. Well, I was wrong then. You guys win. I'm wrong. Yep, exactly, Michael. Am I allowed to say it's Spencer Torkelson's first post-draft auto that's live? I think there's truth to that one. Thanks, Michael. Brian Mata, Adley Rutschman base. And some more orange. Wander Javier, or red, excuse me. Wander Javier, red ink out of 25. Numbered out of 25. Wander Javier going to Ron Elliott. All right, there we go, Ron. And there we've got Angel Martinez. Angel Martinez ink. Going to Dustin Greiser. We got 3 boxes left here. Get out of here, Chris. Get out of here. All right, Ken, let's do it. We got 3 boxes left. Cartaya, Poussin. And there's a Christian Pache auto. Nice hit. Going to Robert Heckman. There we go, Robert. Christian Pache base auto. And then Chris Bubich. Kansas City Royals. Let's see, who's got Chris? I think I've seen him just a little bit ago. There we are, Jeff Hahn. Chris going to Jeff Hahn. 2 more boxes left. Come on, Dominguez. Where's the Martian? We got 4 more autos. Alvarez, Vogel. This is a new one. Yidi Cap. I'm sure I butchered his name. International Prospect Auto. Yidi Cap. Going to Dustin Greiser. Dustin's just killing this one. Dustin is killing this one. And there's another Diego Cartaya. Going to Michael Brown. All right. 2 more autos. Can we get some last box mojo here? Can we get some last box mojo going in this one? Oh, Michael, I wish I could have done it in the first one. You know I wish I could have done it in the first one. I'm glad I made up for it a little bit here. Alright, let's see. See if we can get some last box mojo. Oh my goodness. And how about that for some last box mojo? Jason Dominguez, base auto, blue ink. Who's got Dominguez? Going to Eric Peltier. The Martian showing up in the very last box. Matt Thompson says, coming through clutch for Jason Dominguez. I don't even have a stand to put him on. We'll put him next to Wander. And there is Roderick Arias. Where is Jonathan Kent at? Last card mojo for Jonathan Kent. He even called it. Last card mojo. There you go, Jonathan. Kept telling me he's a huge prospect. That's what we needed. Roderick Arias going for some last card mojo for Jonathan Kent. And that is going to wrap up our break. What a case. And that's a perfect way to end it. There's all of our base. And we'll go through all of our blue autos. How's it going, Kyle? So this is blue out of 275. Roderick Arias, Diego Cartaya, Yiddy Kopp, Chris Bubik, Christian Pache, and Angel Martinez, Danny DeAndrade, Diego Cartaya, Spencer Howard, Carlos Colmenares, Brian Mata, Yusniel Diaz, Jorge Oña, Brian Mata, Andy Rodriguez, Spencer Howard, Ryan Mountcastle, Gerard Encarnacion, Jorge Oña, Fredus Nova, Luis Taribo, Brian Mata, Omar Estevez, Dylan McLean, Armando Cruz, Chris Bubik, Wander Javier, and Carmen Mladzinski. All right, and here are green autos out of 50. Ryan Mountcastle, Dylan McLean, Jake Vogel, Carmen Mladzinski, and Rodolfo Castro. And then we've got red autos out of 25. Wander Javier and Nick York. Couple nice autos there. Yep, Jonathan, football is going to be right after this. And take a look at our showcase, ladies and gentlemen. Take a look at our showcase. This is absolutely loaded. I'm going to have to tell Ryan to get some more of this product. That is crazy. I don't even know where to start. Start off in the back. Let's start off with a Riley Green blue auto. Riley Green going to Graham Phillips. Nice hit, Graham. I dig that one. Got a nice double up here on Francisco Alvarez. Mets prospect, Francisco Alvarez going to Nelson Quills. Nice hit, Nelson. About 2019 number 1 pick, Adley Rutschman. That's a sick auto. Adley Rutschman going to Joey Grotto. Getting some nice prospects. International prospect signed to the Texas Rangers, Byron Laura. That's a big one. Big chase in 2020 Bowman Chrome. Byron Laura is going to Kyle Mladzik. Nice hit, Kyle. And we had the 2019 number 1 pick. And how about the 2020 MLB draft number 1 pick? We've got a Spencer Torkelson blue auto. And then doubled up with the red auto out of 25. That's a monster. Spencer Torkelson, blue and red out of 25. Blue is again out of 275. Couple big ones. Going to Spencer Torkelson spot and David Chilcote. Nice hit, David. Well, some love for the number 1 prospect in baseball, Wander Franco, Tampa Bay Rays. Wander Franco going to, scroll down here, Joey Grotto. Nice hit, Joey. That's a big card. And how about 2 guys from 2020 Bowman? We'll start off with this beautiful double up. Bobby Witt Jr. We've got a base, the blue auto out of 275, and a green auto. Greens again out of 50. Bobby Witt Jr. double up going to Josh Walter. Couple of huge hits there. And the number 1 chase in 2020 Bowman, Jason Dominguez, the Martian. The guy who everyone's all been talking about for the past few months. This is stacked. Jason Dominguez, Yankees. Going to the JD spot. Let's see who's got Dominguez. And Eric Peltier. Nice hit, Eric. There we go. And finally, our money mitt hit of the break. Luis Robert. This is black ink, which is numbered and hand numbered 2 of 5. Luis Robert, Chicago White Sox. Who's got Robert? That is going to Dustin Greiser. Nice hit, Dustin. That is such a sweet card. And that's going to do it for the break. Dustin, we're not going to have anyone sorting tonight, and it's the weekend, so our sorters are off. And if you want to come down and I can pull the Robert and stuff like that, but everything else is going to have to wait until Monday or Tuesday next week. So should be a PM, and we can get a plan figured out. But yeah, tomorrow's a little bit early for everything. But otherwise, thanks for hanging out, guys. That was a ton of fun. I'm gonna have to talk to Ryan about trying to get some more Onyx. I had a blast with that product. So thank you guys very much for making that a super fun break. I'll be right back in just a few minutes with football mixer number 1, which I know is going to be another awesome break. So thanks for hanging out on this one. Come back and hang out with me on the next one, and we'll see you guys over there.